Hello everyone and welcome to St. James Carleton Place. Today we are going to visit and celebrate another amazing group of people that gather together as part of St. James, the choir in their music. Music plays an integral part in the life of St. James and of religious and Anglican traditions. The music sustains the souls and keeps parishioners returning every Sunday to listen to the music and sing along with the hymns. The choir members and choir director Ian Gannett are everyday people who go about their lives. However, they have unique exceptions. They are gifted with musical talents and beautiful voices and love to share their musical abilities. Many of them have musical backgrounds, play an instrument and perform, have sung in other venues, and have a love for music. Ian was brought to the piano at an early age by his grandmother's influence, who instilled the love of music with him. He went on to take piano lessons, the trombone and tuba in secondary school, took organ lessons, and went to McGill University to study music. He also currently performs playing piano, keyboards, or singing with other musical groups and organizations. Let us take a look where this musical magic happens. Here is the room where the choir gathers for meetings and put on their robes for church services. Their robes consist of two garments, which are worn on top of their everyday clothes. First is a cassock, which is a full-length robe in a dark color, often St. James blue, and a surplice, which is a knee-length white cotton robe that is worn on top of the cassock. These robes are called vestments, which follow centuries of church traditions. Also in this room, the choir have short practices, sometimes with the aid of the piano. To digress a bit, I was fortunate to attend a longer choir practice one evening that was held in the church. I sat out of the way, wanting to observe the process. Most choir members arrived early, found their designated seating area, looked at their sheet music, and appeared keen to get started. Ian staged himself at the front of the group near the piano. The choir sat in little groups in the rows of pews, organized into sections of soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, depending on which vocal range their voice was. Some of the sections only had 3 people, therefore each voice played an important role. I initially wondered about the dynamics of the choir and Ian, the choir director. Throughout the practice, I was amazed at the relationships with each other. I observed a happy group of friends. Ian, being of a younger generation, contrasted to the somewhat older group of about 20 singers. They took directions, sometimes quite detailed, one focused on a particular section of music, and were praised for their good work. They clapped and encouraged each other. The relationships and respect was evident. They laughed, had fun, but they also got down to work seriously for an evening practice. Ian led them with breathing and voice exercises, and while rehearsing and learning new songs, emphasized on musical elements such as tone, key, enunciation, pronunciation, rhythm, timing, and pauses. Some of the music seemed quite difficult to learn, but they persevered. I heard the definite progress of their learning just in an hour of their practice. Now we return back to the choir room, where you can see the piano, a time-keeping metronome, hymn books, a well-stocked music library, musical decorations, and some photographs of choirs of the past. As we walk back into the church, we gaze at the historic wooden Cassavant Frères organ, built in 1903. About 5 years ago, St. James was looking for a choir director because of attrition. Ian was originally drawn to be the choir director at St. James, and because of this grand organ. He wanted to play this magnificent organ, and our current minister, Father Brian, offered him the position. Here are the organ pipes, which are always on display, rather than being hidden away as in many other churches. The opulent, rare, and treasured Cassavant Frères organ requires ongoing large financial contributions, fundraising, donations, and commitment to keep it maintained and playable throughout the decades. Additions of organ components have been installed over the years. Of course, the financial commitment is worth it. The sound of the organ is tremendous. Have a listen. Ian Gannett has embraced a more modern flair to the choir by often utilizing the piano in hymns, playing it during the church services, rather than just relying on the organ as many churches do. Ian stated that one of his priorities is to incorporate piano music into the services because of Ralph Langtry's large financial purchase. Next, we look left to the choir stalls, where the choir sit and then stand to sing their Sunday morning hymns. One particularly notices the unusual vibrant red lamps that match with many other features throughout the church. At the beginning of each service, the choir processes into the church while singing and walking to their seats in the stalls. For special services, the choir parade to the steps, chancery at the front of the church to perform an anthem. The organ, the piano, and the voices all play their role in the music of St. James. The choir also performs at evening services called Evensong and has participated in the town Christmas parade, paired with the local museum to lead Christmas carols, and joined with various musicians for concerts. Ian's vision with the choir would be to incorporate a 4 times per year subscription concert series, invite other organists and musicians, and host a mass choir festival. As one choir member told me, when one is agitated, concerned about world turmoil, or feeling sad, music makes one feel better. Music is a healer. Thank you for spending time today in St. James, and we hope to see you again.